Everyone, welcome back to Playwright from Zero to Hero. In this lesson, we will dive deep into understanding the structure of a playwright test. We will continue working with our project practice app. If you remember the earlier classes, where I have asked you to download the practice app from the GitHub. So that thing we will try to open now. File, open folder, practice app. I'll select this folder. I imported this folder. Let me go back to this folder. To begin it quickly, install the Playwright into this project. How we can do it? So you know the command, right? pm init Playwright at latest. So it will take some time. Click on enter, enter, enter. Keep everything default. Let it get installed. Okay, it's throwing some error. So let's how to fix it. We need to add hyphen hyphen force. So it will take time. Click enter, enter, enter default, keep everything default like that. Let it get completed. Okay, click on enter, enter. Okay, so it got completed. Now you can see the package.json along with the other updates. There are new folders like test folder and the test example folder. So this we don't require. Let's delete this thing. Next, now under the text folder, let's create a new file name and name it something. Let's how to create a new file. Click on this new file here. Let me just name it as first test dot spec dot ts. Click enter. So this is an empty file. Now let's learn how to write our first test. So to begin, we have to import the test method from the Playwright library. How we can import? Use import keyword, the opening and closing brace parenthesis, and use test method. So from the Playwright, which is at Playwright test. Now, what will be the structure of this test? In order to call the test methods, we have to pass two parameters. So, which of those first will be the title of your test, and the second parameter will be the actual function written using the fat arrow. Like how we'll write it using the fat arrow. Fat arrow is nothing but like opening and closing parenthesis equal to greater symbol and opening and closing braces. Here inside this you write a program. So your text file name you have to give under this code. So let's me give it as first test. So this is the basic structure. So what we did so far, we created a new file with the file name .spec.ts and we have imported the test method from the Playwright library. And after that, we call the test method and pass the two parameters. The first parameter is nothing but the name of the test file. The second is the function, which is nothing but actually your actual code. So this is the okay. You can add as many tests as you need by creating separate files or by organizing them under the test suite using test dot describe. So you have created like test one, let's say create test two, test three. So test first test, second test, let me say it as second test. So I will say it as third test. So you can create as many as tests like this, and also you can group together under uh, like one test suite by using something called test dot describe. So how we can do it? Test dot describe. So the same thing. You give the test suite name here. Sorry, it comes under single quotes. Test suite. Let's say it is sanity suite, something like that. Test suite one, comma again the functions. So how we'll write opening and closing parenthesis and fat arrow like this. And the opening and closing braces. Inside this, you can write as many tests as you want. Let me just cut and paste it here. So like this, you can group multiple tests into a suite. Okay. So let me remove this for now and keep only one test. So in order to start writing the test, we need to pass as argument into our test function. The Playwright page fixture page is one of the fixtures of the Playwright. We have browser fixture, page fixture, and the page represents pretty much as a blank page of the browser. So think about it. In order to run the test, we need to open the new page of the browser and then we can do with this page whenever we want, whatever we want. So how we can now, we have written the test, now we have to open the page, right? Browser in order to interact with the page. So how we can do it? We have to use the page fixture, opening and closing braces, and insert this, use page fixture. Now you, so inside this page, we have a lot of different methods that Playwright provides in order to pretty much use this framework. So if you see there are a lot of for lot of different methods. Let's use go to for now. Go to and give our local URL. How we can give the local URL? Just say npm start. So it will start and it will run for default. Yes, like it's generating. Let's wait for the URL to generate. So this time it has given the different host. Let's use that host. Let me use this host. So now if I try to run right, it will fail. I'll show you why. Now if I try to run this thing, I'll go back here. I'll try to run this thing. It will fail. Let me go back to the code. If you see here, it is showing something error called browser has been closed. So what is the error? So in order to know, first let's mouse over on the go to. So we see something written type called promise. If you see here, something you are reading it as a promise. In few words, promise is a type of JavaScript method that can return two types of result. It can be successful result or unsuccessful result. When result when result is successful, promise considered as a result and provide the result of execution. If it is not successful, promise return the error message. Also, the one of the definition promise that it has a timeout exception, as you see in this case. So the reason if you try to run the command like this, you'll see the error. So how to handle this kind of thing? Because here it doesn't wait for the promise to be executed, right? So how to handle? So this is nothing but a race condition. In order to handle this thing, let me just close and we have to put something called await. So here we are saying wait until it's going to be resolved. Wait. But if you see something sluggish, red thing is coming here. So so expression and they so this is nothing but this can await can be expression can be used only with asynchronous functions. If you see here, await expressions can be if whatever if you read the await allowed within the async functions. So how we can fix? Just use async function here. This thing async. It should go now. So if you see it got fixed for us. So now with await, we have used the sync function. Everything got fixed. All the errors gone. Now let me just try to run it. Let me go here. Let me try to run this thing. This time it should pass. Okay. Let me go back to our program. You say it is showing passed. So some of the important things you need to remember is so playwright methods like go to return promises that need await. So like this thing. But not all the methods are promises. So you have to double check whether await is required. Forgetting to use await is a common beginner mistake. So keep an eye on these kind of things. Which requires await, you have to use await for that methods. Okay. So let's add step to navigate to the page and click on the page element. So here I want to navigate to forms and I have to click on form layouts. So how we can do it? So let me use the same thing here. Just let's say await dot await space page dot where get I will use get by text. So what is the text name? Like forms dot click. I'm going to click on it. Okay. Next thing I want to do, okay, let me just open and close this. So same, I'll just say form layouts. Okay. I'm going to click on it. Okay. Let me run this thing now. So what it will do, it will open the browser, navigate to specific page and click on the desired element. So let me go to test. Let me run this thing. Keep an eye what it is going to do. So it opened the browser page, it clicked on forms and it clicked on form layouts. So that's it for this class, I think. In this lesson, we learned how to install the Playwright and set up the test files, learned the basic structure of the Playwright test, explored the importance of await for promise-based commands, wrote sample tests to navigate and interact with the web page. Remember, the page fixture provide all the necessary methods to interact with browser and proper use await ensure smooth execution. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next class.